How many times have you ever stretched your low back, felt better for 10 to 15 minutes, only to have your tightness come right back? If that's you, you're not alone. One of the biggest misconceptions I see is people assuming because the back feels tight, it simply needs more stretching. Today I'm going to explain why stretching often doesn't solve the problem and what your body may actually be asking for instead. Hi, I'm Dr. Matt Bradbury, family corrective chiropractor, and here we are at One Life Family Chiropractic in Georgetown, Ontario. Today, I want to talk about why stretching your low back may not be solving the problem. And of course, if you're just tuning in, I love being a part of your health journey. Take a moment, make sure you like and subscribe so we can see more of each other down the road. Remember, in the big picture, tight doesn't always mean short. One of the biggest mindset shifts I want people to understand is this. Tight muscles aren't always muscles that are too short. Those muscles are temporarily shortening and your nervous system is under more stress, and that protective response from your body is your muscles shorten up temporarily to try to protect you. Your nervous system increases muscle tone when it doesn't necessarily feel stable. It's the body's way of saying, I'm going to create stiffness because I don't trust what's happening around this area. The low back is often one of the first places this shows up. So every time you stretch it, you're often stretching the body's protection, not necessarily fixing the reason it created the protection in the first place. So I'm going to visit some of those potential reasons today and help you through this challenge. And reason number one, this is probably the biggest one. The hips are designed to create movement. The lumbar spine is designed more for stability, force transfer, and controlled motion. But most parents spend hours sitting, driving, working at a computer, and are looking down, staring at a cell phone. Over time, hip extension often decreases. Hip rotation often decreases. Now when you go to bend, the hips don't contribute enough. The back has to move more. The nervous system responds by tightening muscles. But the hips are often still the problem. Reason number two, your glutes aren't sharing the load. This is something we've talked about in previous videos. Now, strong glutes are great. Working glutes are even better. If the glutes don't activate early enough, the low back often becomes a stabilizer. Over days and weeks, you may experience more fatigue, more tension, more stiffness. The back isn't necessarily tight because it's inflexible. Reason number three, your nervous system is staying protective. This is the piece many people overlook. The nervous system constantly is asking, do I feel safe enough to move? If the answer is no, it often increases muscle tone. Now, this can happen because of poor movement, stress, fatigue, previous injury, restricted spinal joints, parts of the spine that aren't moving the way they were designed. And stretching simply cannot answer those questions, especially the restricted spinal motion part. Sometimes the body simply returns the same protective strategy simply a few minutes later. So what should you be doing instead? Well, first of all, make sure you're up moving around and doing just that. Walking, breathing, doing some soft tissue ball work. And now that's step one. Step two, work on restoring motion. Work on your hip extension. Instead of stretching only the low back, consider stretching your hip just like this. This one, well, you can do it just like this, or you can do it on the seat of your couch or your office chair, focusing on your breathing, 60 to 90 seconds spent just like this on each side. And now while you're down on the ground, also work on your hip internal rotation. I would try to keep my torso as upright as possible, and I would pause and hold this for 20 to 30 seconds and repeat 2 to 3 times. When you're in that position, after 20 to 30 seconds, switch to the other position, hanging out, working to restore some of that range of motion to your hips and not just focusing on your low back. And of course, take a moment, address some thoracic extension. Oftentimes, the areas above and below, i.e. the hips and the thoracic spine, need to be addressed as well. And that's exactly what we're doing here. You'll notice I'm focused on using the roller, breathing. I may hang out 30 to 60 seconds and just focus on until it gets a little bit easier. If you hit a spot that's uncomfortable, focus, breathe into it. When it gets a little bit easier, move on to the next area. Step three, focus on restoring stability. You want your body to confidently say, I got this. Exercises such as the side plank with a hip drop, you can come up, pause for 1 second and back down, 10 to 12 repetitions. I would work on both sides for at least 2 sets. Exercises like this, firing your glutes, your small spinal muscles in conjunction with your limbs. This is the bird dog, the more advanced version. And I would do at least 6 to 8 reps on each side for at least 2 sets once a day, focusing on just controlled movements, pausing, using your glutes, and teaching your low back to move with your limbs. And get right back to getting those glutes trained. Single leg hip extensions, 10 to 15 reps on each side. Really focus on digging your big toe in the ground, pushing up, do all one side, do the other side, and repeat for at least 2 sets. This helps your nervous system feel confident again. You can help restore motion, and if you move more confidently, and that confidence helps reduce the guarding. And now where the health of your spine and nervous system fits in, well, the corrective chiropractic fits. This is one reason I believe the health of the spine and nervous system is just so important. Oftentimes the issue is not just tight muscles. Spinal joints often are not moving properly, potentially reducing nerve communication, and you're not going to move as efficiently if you have areas of your spine that are shifted and stuck. When that happens, often muscle timing changes, movement quality changes, and the nervous system increases what we call its protection mode. And you're not going to move and heal as well as you potentially could. Corrective chiropractic, well, first of all, starts with a proper case review to understand more about what's going on, leading into a potential examination to understand the areas that, yes, some areas you may feel, but many areas you may have no idea about. And it's about addressing the health of the whole spine and nervous system so that you can function better, heal better, move, and potentially bounce back that much quicker too, which is the cool part. So yeah, sure, maybe the low back, you may feel it, but often areas above and below need to be addressed to help your nervous system and your spine function at its best. Corrective chiropractic helps restore motion to the spine, improve communication throughout the nervous system, and create an environment where the body can help coordinate movement more efficiently. When you combine that with better mobility, stronger glutes, and improved stability, the body often develops a much greater capacity to heal, adapt, and live at your best. So if you've been stretching your low back every day and the tightness keeps coming back, don't assume you need to stretch harder. Ask yourself why the body keeps creating the tightness in the first place. Fix the hips, wake up the glutes, address the health of your spine and nervous system, and when you improve the system, the tightness often starts to disappear. Anyways, I'll leave you with that today. Start taking some action. Remember, consistency is key. And of course, I love being a part of your health journey. So take a moment, if you haven't already, take a moment, make sure you like and subscribe so we can see more of each other in the future. Remember, you're far stronger, more resilient, and resourceful than you may have led to believe. Bye for now.